G'day guys, welcome to the Odd Couple Stature Reviews. This is Jason.
And this is Adrian.
And today we're going to be doing, by request of a subscriber, XM's Ms. Marvel. Not Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel. We'll be right back and we'll tell you more about that. Welcome back, guys. So as we said, here we're going to be doing XM's Ms. Marvel. This has been at the request of one of our subscribers. He sent me a request through Facebook. Shout out to you, Joshua. I hope you're watching, buddy. He basically wanted to see this piece in person. Really loves the character. He's got the Captain Marvel sideshow as well.
Oh, okay. Good taste.
Well, basically that's how we became friends. He saw pictures of mine and started asking questions about it, and then bought it himself, and he's got himself a nice little sideshow collection now. So shout out to you, Josh. You're doing well for yourself out there, buddy. This is, as I said, XM's Ms. Marvel. So before, as you know, in a lot of the DC comic books, there's been many iterations of the same character. They change over time and stuff like that. So Carol Danvers, which is the one that has become the Captain Marvel we did in our first review, guys, the Sideshow Premium format. This was her before she became that new Captain Marvel. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can kind of tell just looking at the face difference and stuff. That one looks a bit more older, and
yeah, this run,
kind of tell
this run was more from like the 70s through to the mid to late 2000s.
Yeah.
So, yeah, basically Carol Danvers, U.S. Army Colonel or Captain. I believe she was a Colonel, but she might, in some iteration, she was a captain as well. Basically, big battle with a Kree superhero, Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Part of the explosion, the energy wave washed over her, and she was put into a coma. While she was in a coma, the energy wave rewrote her DNA, and she ended up assuming some of the powers of Captain Marvel and became Ms. Marvel. She's been a standout member of the Avengers for a number of years. In fact, she's pretty much right up there with Captain America and Iron Man and Ant-Man.
Yeah. Not
the comedic Ant-Man from the movies, but the Ant-Man Hank Pym from the comics. And yeah, basically, her powers are pretty impressive. Like, she can fly really fast. She's got amazing endurance. When she throws punches, she does like energy blasts out of her hands as well. Yeah, cool. So, and she was like one of the first like real powerful Marvel females that was like a leader. You know what I mean? So that's probably why she's got a really large fan base in the Marvel community and stuff like that as well. She'll be getting her own movie soon under the Captain Marvel, with Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff.
Okay, so they're going for that approach.
Yeah, well, that's where they're going with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But as we talk about this piece, I've got to say that the pros that you get with this and a lot of other XM pieces is the little extra bonuses. Like, they put little, like with other companies where you get exclusives.
Yeah.
And if you don't get it, you miss it. Sort of thing, and then you've got to get a lesser version, and people with the exclusive are always in your face.
Yeah, some exclusives, as you said, they're not worth it.
No, some of them aren't. It's
like, what's the point?
Yeah, a lot of X's don't make
really
it, but sometimes when you get it, you just like to know that you've got it. Okay? Yeah. So in this one, like, not an exclusive, guys, just come standard with the piece. You get the coin.
You'll see in the close-up.
Yeah, we'll show you in the close-up too, but it's a Ms. Marvel coin with the sculpt of her face on there.
And then the Avengers
with the Avengers symbol on the back. It says Ms. Marvel XM Studios Limited Edition.
And what's the other thing? Show the other thing that...
Now, this was another thing that I really love, because I collect a lot of 6 scales too, guys, so we'll get to them later in my reviews as well. But one of my favourite artists, actually, that do a lot of my 6 scales, is Stanley Art Gem Lau. Art Germ Lau. I always called him Art Gem for years until someone pointed out to me his name is Art Germ, and I'm like, why would they call him Art German? But then, that's what he calls himself, so we're to judge. But this is one of his artworks. As you can see, absolutely amazing. If I'm going to display this, I'm going to have to frame it, to be honest, because I don't want to damage it. It's got his signature and everything.
You know what it really is? Some people, they look at a dot on a canvas and go, that's art. No, that's art.
That's art.
That's art.
Yeah, and I mean, like, this is the concept art piece that Stanley Art Germ Loud did for them. That they based this piece off. So I think they did a good likeness to the pose and everything here in the picture.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put that back in there for me.
No worries.
Now she also comes with an alternate head sculpt. I'll show you that in the close-up as well. One thing I will say, I'm not really sure what the base is meant to represent. I think that's been a bit of a knockback on this piece.
Before you get too much into the actual statue, what was it? You told me before, 700?
Yeah, only 700. 700.
And I think I checked it was like around 211.
Yes.
I believe it's 211, this one.
Yeah, 2011, yeah. It's one of their earlier pieces. So a lot of people didn't like it and a lot of people did because the way that the suit is, like, she's had a lot of different costume changes over the years.
Yeah.
Arguably her most famous is the Warbird suit, which was just basically like a black, like skin-tight outfit with a gold lightning bolt down there with a sash on a belt.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Where this one is more of one of her later stage outfits before the new Captain Marvel uniform, which you see in our first review in the Sideshow Premium Format one.
Yeah, so sorry, before interrupting you were saying about the base.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I mean, I can see it's some part of machinery or something that she's destroyed. Whether it's from... Yeah, well, whether it's from an actual storyline or something like that, I'm not entirely
probably,
sure.
most likely,
Which I'm
actually
sure
is.
someone will point out and say, "Oh yeah, dude, it's from this storyline here. Pick up this comic book and read it, you ignorant bastard." And I'll go, "Very sorry, I didn't know." So yeah, we do get that from time to time. I can't read everything, but I try to read as much as possible. I've got to say, in terms of the statue itself, very simplistic.
Oh yeah, the pose especially. I wasn't big on the pose myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good action pose. I mean, you can tell she's meant to like take off for flight.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like she's like bit between. Is she going to take a flight or a punch?
Yeah, and also it's like with the base being like a bit like, you know how you get simple bases. We wouldn't say this is simple, even though we don't know what exactly this is from. It's a bit more open. I think you could have done more with the pose.
Yeah.
With such an open base. You could have done a bit more. I don't know exactly how, I'm not an expert or something. But it seems like it's missing something. Like something with the pose, that is. Not missing actual item. With the pose, there's something a bit missing. Something more that could have happened. It goes back to being simplistic, as you said. But what do you reckon about the costume design?
I like it. I like the...
piece? I don't know what the...
Oh, this is like a sash piece.
The sash piece.
See around here, she's got like a scarf around her neck.
Okay.
But yeah, look, I like the Marvel symbol. Like that's what that star is on her chest.
Yeah.
So it's paying the classic homage to Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
The butt's fantastic. I mean, that's what we've been staring at most of the review. We'll give you a show of that. And
we're a family-friendly channel.
Family-friendly channel. But yeah, like I've got to say, actually, overall I'm impressed with it. A lot of their head sculpts aren't the best. I don't know...
It's debatable. That's debatable. So
I mean, this is my preference of display of head sculpt. There's one with a shorter hair, which we'll show you in the close-up. But, yeah, that's my preference to display it like that. I do like the plated armour look on the statue.
Cool. Yeah.
I think that they've got the body right. Like, you know, the sculpt of the body and everything's right. You know, it's all, you know... She's anatomically correct and everything, you know, like there's nothing you look at and go, oh geez, her hips are out of place or something like that. So you've got to give props to it there. Yeah, as I said, it's only really the base that I'm a bit like, what the with. But
really makes it interesting though, that you've got to admit, you don't know what it is, you're just
pondering. Look, here's the thing too. I mean, if you're a hardcore Marvel fan, you've got, like say, the premium format, you've got this one, and you've got the original premium format, which is the Warbird outfit, you've basically got every iteration of the character up to the current day. Yep. There is one more new one. I don't know very much about.
Not released yet, or is it just
No, it's come out in the recent last year or so, and she's now the new Ms. Marvel. Okay. You know, I said like now she's no longer Carol Danvers isn't Miss Marvel anymore. She's Captain Marvel.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, I think a hardcore fan would also know what the base is too. So
yeah. So please, if you do, by all means, let us know.
Yeah, I'm so curious. I need to find out now.
Yeah, you've piqued my interest in that.
Yeah.
It wasn't something I paid much attention to before, but since we've been discussing it, it's now on my mind.
Yeah, well, I'm right on board with you, Jason. The points that you were making, armor plating look and stuff, and the statue looks pretty good. The hair, The hair's good.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. I've seen them with a lot of statues, how they flail their hair out and stuff, and it's pointy. And at least it's not like the Supergirl one where it snaps.
No.
That was the problem with those ones. So it's not that bad. So it's still good. Still
yeah,
has
well,
the
it's a
effect,
solid
it's not-
sculpt.
exactly.
Even though it's wavy and everything, so that you don't worry about that. And look, you know, that's another thing I've got to compliment XM on.
Mm-hmm.
The way they package their statues, they come like their shipping's absolutely astronomical, but the way it's packaged and the way it's sent to you, it comes to you packed like a tank. Like you really can't.
Nothing's worse than the excitement of buying a new statue. Wait for it to come, broke.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst feeling you can get as a collector or just as a normal person buying something. But yeah, so basically overall it's good. I can kind of see what you're saying with the face, but personally I don't find it that bad. Like, it's pretty good. But obviously we've seen better in the other ones.
Well, I mean, look, compare the Sideshow premium format face sculpt to this one, and sorry, you know, there's no comparison.
Yeah, no, there isn't.
Yeah.
No.
And please, I love XM and Sideshow. I'm not a fanboy of just one or the other. I appreciate art in all its forms, and this is just our opinion, guys. So, I mean, someone may look at this and go, well, this head sculpt's a lot better than the Sideshow premium format, and if you believe that, well, that's your opinion, and everyone's entitled to it.
Yeah.
Just ours is that, no, we believe the head sculpt on the other one's a lot better than this one. But this, as I said, I'm happy with the piece overall.
Yep.
I think she's a very good piece. Out of 10... Give it another look over quickly.
Don't stare too hard, mate.
Well, like, there is one other thing that I would bring a detraction. I don't understand why this is detachable when it could have just been a solid piece.
Do you reckon there's a reason for that, or
there would have been probably in the first production models or something. Some of them come broken or whatever, or snapped off in transport, so they've decided to make it detachable. But yeah, I prefer not to have that seam line in there. But like that's just me nitpicking, you know, really. So I'd have to give it at least an 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
at least an 8. Yeah, the only minus one point for the base,
which is probably because we don't know all the stories.
Yeah,
so
1 point for the base and 1 point off for the actual face sculpt.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, and you think the exclusive's worth it?
Oh, look, this is the thing. I mean, look, this is why I understand a lot of people. I mean, look, people pay like $150 or $200 just for these coins.
Wow, okay.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, guys, just in case you're not aware, they're not solid silver. They're only silver plated. Like, come on, they're not worth that amount of money. They're probably about $20-$30 manufacturing. But, yeah, I mean, look, that's a bugbear with a lot of people that do want to collect XM. When you're in a non-licensed country like ours, where they are officially allowed to sell, you got to go through resellers and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of them just like gouge you shockingly, like they're adding like $400, $600.
Just like everything in the Australian market.
Yeah. So, it's not just Australia. I mean, we're talking the US, Europe market as well, because they've only got certain Asian countries that they're allowed to sell to.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Oh well.
And I mean, I bought this second. I don't go through XM resellers or anything, guys. So please don't send me messages to purchase any. I only go through ones that I can buy off people that I actually can see at their place and they're offering to me at a decent price, and I'll grab them. But other than that, I usually don't. I steer well clear of them just because of the licensing issue. I'm a bit of a stickler for licensed products and stuff like that. I've only got a couple of customs, and they were sort of like just a deal I couldn't refuse. But yeah, like really, guys, overall, really good piece. Happy with it. This one was for you, Joshua. You asked to see it, so I promised you we'd get around to it. Sorry it wasn't as quick as I first said, but we finally got around to it for you. So anyway, guys, that's our take on it. Hope you enjoy it. And you got anything you'd like to add, Adrian?
We basically said everything I was thinking anyway, but the only probably
stole his ideas.
Yeah, stole. Yeah, but the only thing I would add is that I'm impressed about the exclusive edition, especially with the artwork.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what made it. These are just standard with the pieces. Yeah,
none of it's exclusive.
No. That's what I'm saying.
All their pieces, this was exclusive.
No, all their pieces come with this sort of stuff standard.
Wow. Well, that just makes it so much better.
Not every piece comes with a coin. Like, for example, the just off the top of my head, one that I've got, the Captain America Sentinel of Liberty one, doesn't come with a coin, but it does come with an art print. So they always come with an art print. And the other thing I'll say is, like, for example, the Venom and the Captain America Sentinel of Justice one, Sentinel of Liberty, sorry.
Yeah.
They come with like 3 head sculpts.
Yeah.
And lots of swap out things, so you can actually. The bonus side of these over the sideshows, I'd have to say, is more that they're more customizable. So you've got a range of options to display them with, which we'll show you when we do my Captain America Sentinel of Liberty one.
Yeah. So anyway, what I was back to saying is that I'd say probably, to be honest, everything was saying I probably would not be into this statue. To be honest, it'd probably be my first no.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like just personally, like
Yep.
It's a good statue, like everything's good, but just being simplistic, comparing it to other Marvel statues like the Magneto one previously, even though that one was an old one, I found that pose far
More
superior.
dynamic.
It's like they really thought about it more and everything, and this being simplistic with the pose, and to be honest, I think the base is probably one of the best bits for me, even though I don't know what it is.
And also, in saying that too, this is one of their earlier Marvel products.
Yeah.
You know, so I think this and She-Hulk were up there with some of their earlier ones, and they weren't really home runs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Their latest stuff though, they've been pumping out like absolutely amazing, like the XM Phoenix and the new ones that they've got coming out that you saw at San Diego.
Yeah.
The exchange, the big showcase there, were absolutely amazing. Like, you know, the Dark Phoenix and the White Magneto. The one that I was most impressed with was the Storm. I thought, wow, finally someone's done a decent Storm. So, yeah, you haven't seen that, guys. Have a look for the pics and stuff online, and yeah, it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah. So, all together, I'd say no for this one. Please, people at home, don't hate me too much.
And your reasons were simply just the base and the pose.
Well, no, the base is the only thing that I really go, wow, it looks like they put a lot of work into the base, even though I don't know what it is.
And look, in saying that, guys,
in
saying that too, you're also saying no because we own the premium format one.
Kinda. I'm trying to narrow it down just to the statue, everyone. I'm not trying to... But, like, as I was saying again, like, I've seen Magneto's statue and the work put in that, even though it was, like, 2006 one. Yeah. And then I'm looking at this one, and it seems... It's just the pose lets it down for me. Like, it could have been so much better. If the pose changed to something else that looked a badass, it would have changed the whole statue for me. I would have been like, yes, 100%, but...
Oh, look, it was the Warbird outfit. It would have been a 10 out of 10. Just that alone. But yeah, like, no, I'll give credit where it's due, and I'll give it the 8. You know, there was a lot of work that went into it. They've based the statue off one of my favourite artists, though they didn't do his face. Like, because look, this is the thing that I love about Stanley Art Germ Wow. His face sculpts are bang on.
Yeah.
Supergirl's one. Just in the big ones we've got behind you. I believe Batgirl's one of his. Huntress is one of his. A lot of the bombshells that I've got. You know, a lot of the cover girls, DC cover girls that I've got as well.
Yeah.
They're all a lot.
Sorry for looking around, guys.
Sorry,
I couldn't see half of them, but...
Actually, you can watch the video of my room tour and it'll show you them all in there as well.
Yeah.
So you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, he's an amazing conceptual artist.
Yeah.
And if people can really... If you get a good artist that can translate his art into polystone or ceramic, fantastic. It looks brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely brilliant. I mean, that's half the reason why the bombshells line in DC was so popular. But anyway, we're getting off track, guys. This was our review of Ms. Marvel. Hope you enjoyed. This is us signing off. And happy collecting, guys.
See you, guys.
Safe travels.